a work package for leader, and the work package focuses on co-design, exploitation of advanced hardware, and optimization of the energy consumption. So the first thing is the co-design. I mean, we're trying to analyze the codes, extracting the features of the codes, see how the codes work, how different they work on different architectures, what are the good properties and the bad properties of the architecture, so that we can give co-design advices to the developers of the hardware. So the next generation of the software, of the hardware, will be more efficient for the software that we are developing in Max. The advanced hardware, which is the second task of the work package, is mostly focusing on exploiting the roadmap of the hardware vendors, trying to find out what are the new big things in the hardware development, and trying to work with the pieces of the code and port and evaluate these small pieces of the code on this advanced hardware. The final task is focusing on the energy efficiency, and the idea of this task is to use the code as is and find the optimal configuration of the hardware on which the code is running, so that we don't affect the runtime of the code, but we reduce the energy consumption of the IT infrastructure on which code is running. With building more and more powerful HPC machine, it always comes at the cost of increasing the energy consumption of such machines. One of the tasks in Max is focusing on optimization of the energy consumption while running the Max application. If I put it into more details, one can say that the different parts of the applications are using more intensively different parts of the processor, and while the other parts are not used that efficiently. We can tune the hardware for different parts of the code to slow down the hardware units that are not used and to give more energy and more performance to the units that are used. We call this a dynamic tuning. By dynamic tuning, I mean that as the code is progressing from one piece to another, we are dynamically changing the hardware parameters of the processor so that it always keeps, it's always the most optimal for that particular code. By this, we usually can save, let's say, 15% of the energy consumption without slowing down the application that much. Usually we try to keep the runtime within the 5% extra runtime boundary.